Hello everyone, my name is Disra, and welcome back to Empire Total War. So there has been a few days where my attention has been elsewhere, but now it's back to the focus of defeating the Russian and the Danes. So we are going to try to capture Crimea. As I said at the end of the previous turn, we have a bit fewer men than they have, but those units are in fact armed shitstenry. I like to call them shitstenry, by the way, if you didn't know. Because that's usually how effective they are. But that doesn't seem to be the case in this mod, actually. So I'll give them that, but I will give that actually down mainly to the musket accuracy. Which I think for a unit like that is actually a bit too high, but that is just my personal preference. And that is definitely just an opinion. So, that was not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So I could be sneaky here and actually try to push my forces just directly through this forest, like something like that. That actually might be... I wouldn't say a good idea, but it might be an idea. But will they stay hidden? I don't think so, and if they don't, well, these guys, formed up like this, will be excellent targets for artillery. So I don't think that is a good idea. Also, by the way, once again, the frame rate of this recording is dropping a bit. I forgot about that. So I'm just gonna go quick and change it up. Once again, it has nothing to do with my system. It's actually saying that I am displaying 130 frames a second. Well, if this monitor could go that high. But it's actually recording the file at about 23. And it's just about, like, movie quality. But I deem that too low. So I'm just gonna go quick, end the recording, and just change a few settings and come back again. So we'll see you in a millisecond or two. So there we go, it should be back to a solid 30 frames a second. A solid for this game, that is. Anyway, we actually have battle to fight. So where do we want to set up the artillery? Actually, this seems to be a good location. Hadn't it been for the fact that my men are kind of in the way of that. Also, this hill is kind of in the way of that, so that might not be a good location after all. Let's see, what if I place it like this? That might actually be a good decision. Yeah, I think that is quite solid actually. If not, they are deploying like all the way back here, which might be a possibility knowing the very sneaky Russians. And the Danes. Basically the sneaky Imperial Splendour AI. Also, we are, well, technically I think the game thinks we are trying to assault the fort, because I know the city has city fortifications, but seeing that there are no forts in this mod, we are still like kind of surrounding them like this if we were attacking the fort, which of course we are not. But this of course gives us the opportunity to do stuff like this. Try to surround them. So I think I'm going to keep one unit of horse just here in order to watch guard the artillery. Also, I might have my general back here just in case. So, I'll say we are ready. So let's go ahead and let the battle begin. So we are actually in range. That's nice. And I will of course go after the enemy artillery. Oh, that's a bullseye. So they're already down. Wow, wow. Technically they are down 2 cannons, but since these guys are shattered, they are effectively down 6 cannons already. And that was half of the artillery force. So yay me. So I guess we can stop the direct targeting orders and rather just let them pound away at the, well, not unsuspecting maybe, but definitely defenseless armed shitstenry. Okay, what do I find here? Firelock armed citizenry. Okay. seeing that we are behind this hill right there, that might actually be a decent opportunity for my cavalry to sneak over and charge into you. There might be a hidden unit or two of citizenry just hiding in this valley, seeing that I don't have a line of sight on them. Oh, they are still targeting the artillery. Well, I guess that is a high priority target, like in the AI's like order of importance. But unfortunately that is not connected to the reality of the situation. So I'll give them the targets manually. So hopefully they can actually hit that. I don't know about the line of sight being completely true and all of that. Let's see. That should be hittable. Yep, they are still reloading. Taking a long time. So yeah. Armed citizenry without bayonets. They are definitely an easy prey for cavalry. Okay, I haven't lost one horse in this regiment, and I've lost one horse in this regiment. Wow. And this, of course, also allows my Swedish line infantry to have an elevated position on these guys, which is, of course, very, very nice. These guys are shattered, so I do not have to worry about them, and those guys are shattered as well. Very, very nice indeed. So I think the armed citizenry actually do have a longer range than I have, which of course is slightly irritating, seeing that these guys are trained professionals and the armed citizenry are basically men who have just picked up some weapons in order to defend their city. So yeah, there's that. So I don't really see why they should have outranged them. And I'm not completely certain that that actually is the case, but I'm confident that it is, because I seem to remember so. Okay, we definitely need to push up our forces here. I guess we'll get a confirmation when we actually push our men directly into the lines, which shouldn't really be a good idea, should it? I'm quite certain that it isn't. So, how you doing? Yeah, look at those heavy cannons. So we are actually actively, well, maybe not actively attacking. Oh, so we went straight after the cavalry. Yeah, this appears to not be the best use of my line infantry. My line infantry are indeed taking a lot of damage, and the major downside, I'll just remind you, when it comes to the Swedish army, is that the regiments are very, very small due to the Swedish low population compared to other European nations at the time, and certainly still today. Well, at least I'm doing a lot of damage. And see, this ridge actually protects me, so I shouldn't be in line of sight right there. Also, these guys had my cavalry in range, and I don't think they actually gain anything out of that. So that is of course good for me. And also those guys shattered pretty quickly. And actually, let's save my line infantry right there and rather send in the cavalry to take out what should be inferior cavalry. So now I'm in line of sight. And those are as well, apparently. So I guess I'll give my volleys up and then I'll charge in. Yeah, hitting one man at a time. I don't think this line of sight is really that good. There we go, all the volleys has been fired off. And these guys have fired multiple volleys. And speaking of multiple volleys, you should stop sending multiple volleys into the vicinity of my units. Which was of course my order, but now it is stopped. So the second unit of artillery has now been routed. Actually shattered. And turns out the Russian artillery wasn't used at all during this fight, which I'm perfectly happy with. Also, once again, a unit of Schützenry has shattered. Now all that means, I do believe, except for these guys apparently, are these two units of yet more Schützenry. And down goes one, and they are shattered. I guess it might be a good idea to actually send these guys in here, because these guys certainly don't need help. Yeah, so just do that. And why not? And of course, speed it up. And there we go. Apparently that wasn't needed either. So, that battle was extremely quick, even with a little graphical change. I have a stopwatch going on. Yeah, very good English. I have a stopwatch going, just to see how long the part actually is. So yeah, that didn't take too long. Not at all, really. Anyway, we did a lot of damage, and actually lost... I would say we had minimal casualties, actually. And needless to say, that is a good thing. So, hopefully... Well... Yeah, I'll say hopefully. I have damaged the Russians enough, to the point where they want a peace with me. And why do I want that? Well, basically, I still don't feel ready to take out the Russians in one solid punch, and I'm really a lot more confident when I have ready armies in order to actually fight them. I really only had the ready armies ready for fighting the Danish. Not that I'm saying that I'm thinking I'm gonna lose against the Russians. That'd be ludicrous, but I'm just saying that I'm not too confident that I can take them out quickly. And I want to take them out quickly. So let's just see. Do they want peace? Probably not. Never mind then. So, of course, the benefit of that is now I don't have to worry about these guys blockading me anymore. This will go away. Oh, is that the Georgians actually blockading me? Anyway, that will go away. And I have no units, no roaming Russian units, trying to raid all of my buildings to hell. So, over to the Danish. Our units are fully repaired. And we are recruiting more? I think I was. Yes, I was. So, these guys are to be ready next turn. And, well, I won't be able to actually fight that battle then, but this is definitely not enough to fight them now. At least I think it's not enough. I have my suspicions that it's not enough. So, therefore, we will end the turn. I'm just gonna take a quick check at this. Nice, we have a solid income. So, Russia, are you vengeful? They probably are, but not on this turn. That would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? Well, let's see. Something happened. War declared. Austria and the Ottoman Empire. Nice. And of course, our units that we talked about did in fact get recruited. That'd be very, very weird if they didn't, come to think of it. Anyway, how are things going with Lulio? You are about to pop, aren't you? In 5 turns. Nice. And for unknown reasons, well, I know the reason. We'll build a university there when the thing actually pops. In other news, we have money to spend. Actually, it's slightly less money than I would have expected. Yeah, something definitely changed there. And I don't know what, actually. Oh, are we being raided? Blockaded? Let's see. By the Danish, somewhere? Anyway? That's really the only thing that makes sense here. Well, maybe one... yeah, okay. So it's our trading partner actually being blockaded. So that makes sense then. Yeah, I didn't see any raiding messages actually popping up, so that explains it. Also, what happened to you guys? You left. Nice. That means I have 1 additional trading port, which is always nice. And actually, I have to check this province. Did I gain an additional university? No, I apparently didn't. And a quick check here, yes, that confirms it. I do not have an additional university. But this should give me, I think I said that already, but that should give me additional trade routes. Which of course, I want to exploit. So let's see if I actually have anyone who wants to trade with me. Oh, that's very stiff, and I don't want to pay that. Should be a mutual thing. Yeah, that's also a lot of money. Ottoman Empire, you are kind of the enemy of my enemy. Like Russia, at least that's what the usual Swedish intro says. And indeed, they wanted to be my friend. Austria, what about you? Do you want to trade? No, apparently. Oh, never mind. I didn't pay really attention. Apparently, I just got a text message. I think I paid a bit more attention to that. Just for the split second where I should actually be paying attention to the game. Anyway, we of course also have the opportunity to trade with Russia, but... oh, never mind then. Actually, I am fine with Russia still existing, but it is of course a threat due to the fact that they pretty much hate me just because I've taken up a majority of the starting provinces. And there's of course the fact that with that it brings a certain risk to the game. The risk of the Russians unexpectedly declaring war on me. Well, it wouldn't be expected with it if that was about to happen, because I do in fact expect Russia to declare war on me. But you know what I mean. I'd rather want to declare my own wars rather than being declared on. I remember, I think it was the last, yes, it was the last playthrough I did in Empire Total War. Well, if you do not count the Union Let's Play in American Civil War mod. I played as France, and except for maybe once or twice, which might not have happened either. I think I might not have declared war once in that entire campaign, and that's very, very significant in Empire Total War. Well, in any Total War game, really. Anyway, we are now up to 5,300 gold per turn, and that is with a blockaded Spain. So, wow, that's an increase in income. Also, do we want more units before we actually attack? Because still with these 2 guys, we still don't have a full army stack, and it's also army stack that includes 2 units of militia. So I don't know. Also, yeah, just to check that we have a actually fully replenished army going. Also, our navy. They are fully fixed. That is nice. Which means we can actually use them to blockade the Danish. Oh, they have 2 fleets. Yeah, this is the replenishing fleet, wasn't it? So 2 6 straits and a brig, and quite a lot of damaged brigs, And 6 trades. So if they try to break out, I should have enough power to actually stop that. But of course, well, if I do not sacrifice a few units in order to keep these guys down, they might actually be able to completely ruin my economy by blockading this port right there. So I think I'll actually have to sacrifice a few ships in order to keep them in check. And I think this should keep them at bay. And do I need 4? I don't know. Well, they're all fully replenished, and I do really like to have the advantage, which I of course do when I have a 1-1-6 trait, but just to be on the safe side, which unfortunately leads to me being on the unsafe side over here. Well, not really that unsafe, but not as safe as I would like to be, but I guess we'll just have to live with that. Also, did that gain me any income? It should be. I'm pretty much killing all the trade here. Apparently it doesn't. But if I do like this, take 1 ship and raid, that fixes it apparently. Slightly, but it's still an income boost. So yeah, I'm blockading them and I am raiding them. Kinda double dipping there. Anyway, that was a lot of rambling for that turn. And do we want to build anything else? We might want to build more 4th rates. Actually, I think I'll invest in that. Unfortunately, they are very expensive apparently. Yeah, I did know that. I just forgot between parts. So yeah, we'll save our money. And we might build another 4th rate. Or we might spend our money elsewhere. And if we capture Copenhagen, we will definitely be spending our money elsewhere. So, let's see what the Danish do. What do they respond with? That is not the Danish, by the way. That's the Savoyans, I do believe. There we go. That's Denmark. Do they try to break out? Oh, goddamn. Well, okay then. So that looked like a tremendous navy, but in fact it's not. Look at this. On this 6th rate they have 6 cannons remaining. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely a battle I think I should be able to win. And the hull is significantly damaged. Look at this. Like 1 hull it should take this out. Definitely things like this. The balance bar is saying that I actually have a decent chance of losing this, but I respectfully disagree. Of course I might be wrong, I have been wrong before, I've known to be wrong before. But yes, I think I will take this battle. Unfortunately, looking at the time, that will have to be in the next episode. As you saw in the previous episode, naval battles do take a long time, and I don't have that time right now. Well, it's also that, and that I don't want to have a 50-minute long episode, when I counted on making like half an hour long episode, so I'd rather stop at a little bit over 20 minutes. So that is it for now. Hopefully you'll join me next time, when once again we'll have a grand naval battle, and this time the odds should be in my favor. I'm still quite confident that this should be a battle I win. Look at this, 17 men for operating this ship, when in reality you should have 92. Also, they have a ship called Defense. So there's that. Yeah, it's interesting seeing the name for these ships. Once again, yeah, okay, the Swedish Sofia is still living. Let's see, are there any other things I can translate? Greenland, that's one that's called Greenland. And probably something famous that I can't remember, Fortuna, that's pretty common. Yeah. So, I think I'll stop the dragging out of this part right here. I hope you enjoyed it, the battle you got, and hopefully you'll join me in the next part, where we will be fighting, as I said, a grand old naval battle. So, if you enjoyed this part, please leave it a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. that is it for now, and, as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.